special joy. I want to thank some of their friends, Reverend and Sister Bracy, Corinne Brown, those with whom I've worked across the years, and David Wasserman, so many friends. Let me say just briefly, when you're inside that hall speaking to each other, it's a love fest. The fight is beyond the walls. We must address not only our own joy, but the pain of those outside the walls. In Philadelphia, 1,500,000 people, 500,000 are functionally illiterate. 400,000 have a prison record or a jail record. Penn State, 5% African Americans, except on the football field. State Penn, 49%. We must address the pain of the people to gain their favor, to receive to heal the brokenhearted. In some sense, that is our mission. I'm concerned that if we do TV advertising in Philadelphia, it'll shoot across the heads of those who lost the will to vote, and some even their right to vote. South Carolina, we can win these southern states if we fight back. Saved 1,200,000 eligible African Americans, 900,000 registered. We lost the last election by 40,000 votes. 400,000 didn't vote. That's not suppression, that's surrender. Louisiana, 700,000 blacks on the register to vote. That's not as much suppression as is surrender. I challenge us today in Florida, don't surrender. We've kind of been here before my next point, because the other speakers lined up to speak. In terms of the maturity of this struggle, I suppose that because we grew up in a certain kind of way, never had all or nothing. When I first started waiting tables, I was about 16, and one night, the group I served all the time, Crump, and they would like the lifestyle would come out and they said, we don't want the bacon less than bacon and coffee, we want to get something different. Give us a menu. Someone then said, menu! Menu! And I ran there and waited. The other guys come back, they was getting their order. I kept looking at the grill waiting for the menu. I knew what the menu was. Can you imagine I have a house talking about a menu? You had to eat what was served. It was a cultural thing. I'm saying those who have, either we win it all or we go home, you need to understand what the menu is. There are three phases to these campaigns. That is the regular season. We just, and sometimes we lose regular season games close, sometimes we win. Golden State won the regular season. Yeah. And that's playoffs. This is playoff time. And that's Super Bowl on November 8th. You can't spend all your time on Super Bowl. They're arguing about the regular season. It's dead and gone. We've been here before. Yeah. 1968. Dr. King killed in April. Robert Kennedy killed June the 5th. Freedom movement, peace movement in full swing. And they kept attacking Humphrey because he didn't break from Johnson quickly enough. And by the margin of despair and internal attack, Nixon eased in the side door by 500,000 votes. 1980 in New York, contest between Kennedy and Carter. Kennedy couldn't quite embrace Carter in New York. Reagan eased in the side door. Same thing with 2000 with the candidacy of the third candidate, Bill Bradley. Ralph Nader. 4 million votes. It was ours to lose. We can't make that mistake again. And the stakes are this high. When you speak of destabilizing Europe, that's a world changer. And today, I've been out the country quite a bit lately, and today a local press conference is today a global press conference. The whole world is looking at us as if it's local news every night. Deporting 15 million people is about an idea. Attacking Mexico, with whom we share 2,000 miles of border. We trade more with Mexico on a given day than we do with China and Japan combined. idea of inciting Muslims to react to us. There are more Muslims than there are Americans. That's looking at the world through a keyhole, not through a door. We deserve better than that. But we will not win just because the opposition, I don't want to call his name, but I'm trying to keep him from being so famous.
Thank you.
Is that it's not their defense that will win for us, it's our offense. Why should the burning people vote for Hillary? Well, if you want student loan debt reduced and a commitment to debt-free education and wages to go up, that's a reason. There's a commitment to revive the Voting Rights Act and undermining and stopping what was undermined in Shelby, Alabama in 2013. That's a reason. If there's a commitment to racial justice, that's a reason. If there's a commitment to ban assault weapons, that's a reason. If there's a reason to end racial and gender disparities, more reasons. Some plan for urban reconstruction. There are more jobs, Brother Crumpet, being in every city than there are people. If we in fact work to commit ourselves to remove the grown debris, that's landscapers' jobs, and fix the broken sidewalks, jobs, build that fast rail in Florida, put your governor block, jobs, tear out, demolish those houses that cannot be repaired. Those that can be repaired, remove the lead paint. There are more jobs than there are people. If our investment is in healing at home and not killing abroad. And so my friends, all of the stakes high with the opportunities in our hand. It's ours to lose. If we do our best and turn to each other in renewed ways and don't turn on each other. I have my own suspicions about some of what has happened in this convention. The attempts to disrupt, undermine, undercut, playing footsie with Putin is a pretty dangerous proposition. For one to run and don't get the source of it, how can you collect taxes if you don't pay them? How can you manage tax day when you don't reveal your books? And yet somehow there's something in the air. And there's nothing but the old Jefferson Davis Democrats became Goldwater Ring Republicans. They changed uniforms, they did not change character. We beat them in 68 because in 08, because guess what? We fought. When we fight back, we win. We've never lost a battle we fought. We never won a battle unless we fought. Thank you, Florida. See the victory column on Super Bowl day, go with 8.